Movie buffs, welcome back to the Movie Bay. In today's video, we're going to do an actor spotlight on Stanley Tucci. Now, before I was calling these videos my entire collection, just to end the confusion, we're going to do director spotlights, we're going to do actor spotlight, and I'm thinking about doing some spotlights on cinematographers because they're important in movies too, and we don't talk about them enough. We mainly just keep it on directors and actors. I get it. That is the backbone of the movie, but cinematographers, they play a big part in the movies too, so look out for that. I might do a cinematographer spotlight, and I might not do those as much as actors and director spotlights, but I might throw one in here or there. Anyway, so yeah, I used to call these like a take. I used to do take 10s where I would only show you 10 movies. Now, want to call them, we're going to simplify it. Director spotlight, actor spotlight. I'll show you everything I have from the person that I'm putting the spotlight on. So without further ado, today we're going to put a spotlight on a supporting actor who I consider to be one of the best supporting actors in the business. He may not be the best, but he's definitely top 10 supporting actor in the game, hands down. I got 18 titles I want to show you from none other than Stanley Tucci. In my opinion, he elevates every project he's in. I can see why he might not have been the leading man. There's some actors who just aren't cut for leading roles. Maybe Hollywood might have tried it and it didn't work, but they really, really do the supporting actor thing well. And Stanley Tucci is an actor who's just great at what he do. So, let's start this off with The Hunger Games, baby. The Hunger Games. Stanley Tucci was a part of the entire franchise, except for the prequel, but he was a part of the entire first 4 movies in The Hunger Games. So that is the franchise. The prequel, that's just the prequel. Catching Fire. Let's see. The Mockingjay Part 1. The Mockingjay Part 2. How do I feel about The Hunger Games as a series? I think The Hunger Games is a fantastic series. I think I didn't have a problem with none of the movies. I'm not what you would call a super Hunger Games fan. I have a wife and a young daughter, my youngest daughter, I would say. They're the ultra Hunger Games fan in the family. Me and my son, we like it. We watch it. I watched every last one of these movies with my wife and my daughter. They actually went to the movies to see these movies because they was just into it. I was like, whatever. But The Hunger Games, I have no problem with The Hunger Games. I think they're pretty good. What I will say about The Hunger Games is, without The Hunger Games, you don't get the Divergent series, which I didn't really care too much for, and you don't get the Maze Runner trilogy, which I didn't really care too much for that either. It was okay. And Divergent series was okay. The first one was all right. The rest of them, I got the Divergent trilogy, and I do have the Maze Runner trilogy. They all right. But they pale in comparison to The Hunger Games. Let's see. He was in Captain America, the First Avenger. This one right here, Tom Hanks, Catherine Zeta-Jones in The Terminal. Transformers, The Last Night. He was in the live-action version of Beauty and the Beast. I actually enjoyed this movie. I love the animated version of Beauty and the Beast. I simply love it. This right here is a really good live-action version, in my opinion. This one, like I said before, the live-action versions, I'm lukewarm on those. They batting about maybe 40% to 60% dislike the like. But this is one that I like. My favorite so far of the Disney live actions is Aladdin. And that's number 2. Let's see. We got Jason Statham's Wild Card. Not one of my favorite Statham movies by far. Definitely not one of my favorites. It's all right. Statham got a lot of movies. He got a lot of duds. And you got to really dig through his filmography to find the gems. The gems are there, but you got to dig. He was also in The Pelican Brief with Denzel Washington and Julia Roberts. This was a good movie. All 3 of these movies is good. So if you can find this triple pack, go ahead and pull that trigger. You're going to like all 3 of these. Trinity, of course, being the one. John Q wasn't bad either. Okay, now we got a TV show here. And I would say a lot of the finer 90s and early 2000 action movie badasses came by way of this show. Not a lot, but a nice handful. They did small little guest appearances on this show. And that's Miami Vice. We got Liam Neeson from here. We got Stanley Tucci from here. There's about 4 or 5 actors that we got that did little appearances in this show. So yeah, you got to check out the episode with Liam Neeson. It was actually pretty good. This is one of my favorite Stanley Tucci performances. And this is The Core. I really liked his performance in this movie. He played very well with the rest of the cast in this one, as with all of the Stanley Tucci roles. That's one of my favorite Stanley Tucci roles right there. I Want to Dance with Somebody, the Whitney Houston bio movie. This was actually pretty good. It really was. When I heard this got announced, I thought they was going to do a disservice. No. This was good. I liked it. And Stanley Tucci, he did a great job as Clive. I mean, he really did. We got Ralph Fiennes, Jennifer Lopez, Made in Manhattan. A really, really good movie. And I'm not really a J-Lo fan of her acting. Don't get me wrong, I don't think she's horrible. I'm just not really a super duper fan. But I liked her in this. I really, really did. There's some movies I like her in, like Money Train. I just don't like her in all the movies, but she did a good job in this one. She really did. Hats off to J-Lo for that one. Road to Perdition with Tom Hanks. And this is a movie that I saw with Tom Hanks, Paul Newman, Daniel Craig, Stanley Tucci. The list goes on and on of Jude Law. This is a movie that I was hoping was going to open up a dark door for Tom Hanks, where he would start doing darker movies, because he did a good job in this movie. He played a mob enforcer, and he did a damn good job. This was not funny Tom Hanks. I don't think he cracked a single joke in this movie. He played the serious role, and he did it well. I was hoping we get to see more dark movies from Tom Hanks, like more darker roles, but unfortunately, we really didn't. But I got to say, if you haven't seen Road to Perdition, you need to go ahead and check this one out. For those of you who don't know, I'm not trying to be a philosopher here or anything like that, but the word perdition means hell. So there we go. The road to hell. They couldn't call it that, or maybe they could have. But anyway, Tom Hanks in The Road to Perdition, fantastic movie. You need to check this one out. Seriously. All right. We got The Lucky Number 11. This is another good movie that got slept on. I can see why it got slept on a little bit, but it's a good movie. I enjoyed it. And last but not least, this is my newest Tucci pickup. And this movie, when I tell you, we got Ralph Fiennes with Tucci again. And I got to tell you, what a fantastic movie this was. When I tell you I enjoyed this movie, I enjoyed it. We got Conclave. You need to check this one out. If you don't have this one in your collection, you might want to go ahead and pick this one up. Really, really good movie. Well, guys, that's everything in my collection starring Stanley Tucci, one of the best supporting actors in the game. We got Conclave, Lucky Number 11, Road to Perdition or Hell, Made in Manhattan, I Want to Dance with Somebody, The Core, Miami Vice, this show right here. I think, yeah, you're going to see this. As we do more of these, you're going to see this series pop up over and over again. A lot of great talent came out of this one. I'm trying to tell you, a lot of great talent. We got The Pelican Brief, Wild Card, Beauty and the Beast, Transformers The Last Night, The Terminal, Captain America, The Hunger Games, The Hunger Games, The Hunger Games, The Hunger Games. Well, that's my actor spotlight on supporting actor Stanley Tucci. In my opinion, like I said before a couple times in this video, one of the best in the business. Tell me what you think in the comments. See you in the next one.